Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tiffany Miranda. I'm a producer from Miami, Florida, and this is The Red Room. This is The Red Room. I'd like for you guys to meet Delilah. This is my baby, Delilah. I love her. And this is the system I'm working off of, Pro Tools LE002. I also have a UA6176. I have a Tascam recorder, and I have a sound module here, Yamaha Motif actually. And over here I'm working on the Mackie mixer. I got the 88 speakers, my Genelex, which I love very much, some TV for entertainment every now and then, but mostly focused on work here. Today I'm going to be breaking down one of my beats I produced for a track entitled Misused. The song in itself kind of has like a melodic, hip-hop, old-school feel to it, and I love the piano, so it kind of has like that just soul-driven piano behind it. Basically what I do is I sequence the main melody generally first into the sequencer here inside my Phantom F88. This is my baby Delilah. And then from there I'll start layering it. Line just to give it some bottom. I'm working with redrum. I've loaded a couple of sounds that I think are fitting for the song. This is my kick. It's got a nice bottom and thud to it. This is my snare. It's very hip-hop-ish, which is the overall vibe of the song. And I got some other percussion instruments, hi-hats, shakers, things of that nature loaded in here. As far as the kick is concerned, I like to play with different velocities, especially depending on the song. This song, I think, really called for a velocity change in the kick. And to me, I think it makes a difference in the way the song moves. So that kick is going to sound a little something like this. Played around with the velocity a little bit. It kind of gives it that like moving feeling. And then I'm going to bring in the snare, which is on your typical halftime. 1, 2, snap, and 1, 2, snap, and 1, 2. Okay? Now we're playing around with some percussion here. Just to fill it in a little bit, give it a little bit of a different vibe, so when I sequence it, it'll have that real nice moving edge. So you guys can see how the percussion kind of speaks to each other. If one instrument is doing one thing, I like for the other to answer back. So it's kind of got like that vibe of instruments talking back and forth together, which is a very important thing that I've learned in production. It's always to try to make a communication between instruments. Okay, now that we have the tracks pretty much laid out, it's time to dump it into Pro Tools so we can have full control over the sequence and how it's going to be laid out around the song. What I'm going to do is go ahead and open up a new track. I'm going to make this a mono track. You know, depending on the instrument, it has to be either mono or stereo, but I'm going to be bringing in the bass track first to give you an idea. So I'm going to set this input to mic line 1, which is how I have it wired in my system. I'm going to arm the track, ready to record. I'm going to make sure that this system here inside my Phantom S88 is set to slave mode so that it'll drag the information from here into Pro Tools. and that sets a slave. I'm going to go ahead and check my latency as well in Pro Tools because I am working off an LE system. I'm going to set that to the lowest possible, which is going to be 128 is the most suitable for me at this time. I'm going to make sure I solo this track inside my sequencer so that I can bring that track and only that track into Pro Tools. And we're ready to record. And there goes my bass track right here. Okay, that's the end of my 8-bar loop. I go ahead and do this individually with all the instruments, and then I bring in the redrum. And the way that I bring in the redrum is I actually open up a track. Okay, let's open up a track. And on that track, I'm going to set up a plugin on the instrument for Reason. Now, Reason is going to pop up this little screen here. I'm going to put this on Mix L just so it gets an audio output. I'm going to click on Reason. I'm going to load my file that I had saved under Misused. So it's going to bring up that drum pattern. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, while that's loading, I'm going to work internally here. What I want to do is bus this signal out. Let's bus it out to bus 11 because I know I'm not using bus 11. It's a mono track, mono output. I'm going to open up another track and I'm going to put the input as bus 11. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to record the output of Reason onto this input so I can get that track in audio form from Reason. And individually, I'll go in, and let's start with the kick, for instance. I'm going to arm this track that I have the input for bus 11. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that kick in. So as you can see, the output is actually this track on the instrument is going as an input audio track recording here. When I get my 8-bar loop, I'm good because I can always copy and paste it over into the sequence. Okay, now I went ahead and dumped everything into Pro Tools. I have all my tracks sequenced around the lyrics of my song. And the song in itself, it kind of has like a melodic rap feel to it. It's called Misused, and it's about being the third person in a relationship. It goes a little something like this. Musical influences, it's a huge array of artists and producers. At a production level, some of the more current producers that I love is Kanye West, no doubt. He's definitely one of the best. Timberland, Ryan Leslie's doing his thing. Pharrell, Missy Elliott repping for the ladies. Man, there's so many people. I mean, it's incredible. I love making music with talented people and musicians, producers. It's all about just making a good final product, good music. That's what it's all about. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I will be posting more videos in the near future. Make sure to check my website at www.tiffanymiranda.com. Thank you.